Good start. Good morning, afternoon. It's been a while. Hello, how are you guys? It's been like a month since I filmed, and man, I have missed it. I have not gotten in the habit of doing this on a regular basis since I moved to Washington. I've been super inconsistent. I'm sorry. I was in Texas for the last month, so I didn't upload for a month. I thought I was gonna film. I brought all my equipment, but it didn't end up happening. So, you know, life. So, I haven't done a makeup video, it feels like, in a really long time. And I wanted to do not a first impression because I've tried this foundation, but like a revisit second impression. Because I never got to review this. I used it. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't remember why. It's been that long that I can't remember. So I thought, you know, why not try it out and give it a second chance? If I can find it, that would be great. Alright, I found it. It was in my purse. I don't know why. It's probably been in there for forever. So I'm wearing velvet. I know it's technically summer, but it's like 50 something degrees here in Washington, so I'm gonna wear me some velvet. Okay, so I bought this at Ulta. I'm not even prepared. That's how you know it's been too long since I filmed a freaking video, because I don't have anything prepared already. Okay, so this is the NYX Mineral Stick Foundation in the shade Light Medium MS04. I don't know. Let me zoom in or push that closer to you so you can see. So like I said, I did use this. And I wasn't a huge fan. But we're going to give it another shot because for some reason the reviews on this thing are really good. 4 stars on Ulta. 15 shades, I think, on Ulta. And I have the shade Light Medium, which seems to be the 4th lightest shade. It's definitely not going to be matched right now because when I bought this, I was paler, and while I was in Texas, I did get a little bit tan. So this isn't going to match. I paid $9.99 for this, which is really pretty good for drugstore these days because drugstore is pretty... A lot of foundations at the drugstore nowadays are 10 to 15 bucks, give or take. So it's a pretty good price. You get 0.21 ounces. Let's go ahead and read some of the claims on this. Okay. Portable and buildable. NYX Professional Makeup's Mineral Stick Foundation is ideal when you're on the move. The luxurious formula is easy to apply and extremely blendable, which allows for flawless highlighting and contouring. You can also use this versatile foundation on the entire face or in an isolated area that needs a little extra attention. It's all up to you. Okay, well, it doesn't really say what kind of coverage you're gonna get. Yeah, it doesn't really say. It does recommend to set your face with a powder, which I haven't been doing lately because my face has been hella crazy. So I don't know how this is gonna look today, but we're gonna find out. I don't have that much product left. I don't know why this is so used. I don't know what it originally looked like, but it's pretty used up. So you guys are zoomed in. Hello. I'm gonna use, okay, my eyebrows look a little crazy or a lot crazy. I waxed them and like, I waxed way too much hair off of them. I'm going to just apply it on my face. Oh, that looks pale. But keep in mind my face is like 2 shades darker than my body. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna apply some. And then we'll use a beauty blender on this side and a foundation brush on the other. I can't for the life of me remember why I didn't like this foundation. I don't remember why. And lately I haven't been setting my face with the powder because when I do, my skin has just been like dry and textured and just no foundation has been looking decent. They've all been looking a little crazy and I don't know why. My skin is just going through something right now. So I haven't been setting my face because it makes me look extra cakey. So I don't know if I'm going to want to set this or not, because I haven't been lately. So that's one layer with a beauty blender and then without. I would say that's a light coverage. You know what, even some of my redness, I mean, there's still a lot peeking through under my nose. I'm super red there, so we're just gonna layer this because it says you can. Yeah. Layer. I'm just playing. I really don't remember why I didn't like this. And I did try to color match it in the store, because Ulta does have like the try-on versions of this so that you could color match. And it wasn't an exact match, but it was the closest one out of the shades that they had. They didn't have all the shades to test and see if it's your match. But from what was there, this is what was closest. So this is what I got. I mean, on camera it looks like a decent match, but in the sunlight, not so much. But there's not a lot of sun in Washington, so maybe you can't tell. Like, off the bat, I'm not noticing anything bad about it. Like, this shade looks a little gray on me. There's not enough warmth. It looks pink. I can see it in this lighting. I'm super yellow, even though I'm pretty pale. But we're gonna just go ahead and apply it on the other side with a foundation brush. Move my copy. I'm being pretty generous. I'm being pretty generous. I can't talk. I'm being pretty generous with the amount of product I'm using because the coverage is not enough with one coat, so I typically like applying my foundation with a brush, and then going over, if it's super heavy, I'll go over it with the beauty blender just to kind of give it the finish that I like, which will take down the cakiness. So I'm not like wowed by how it looks. It looks really just generic. It's not accentuating my pores, but it's not exactly hiding them. And was I totally out of frame for that? Oh my gosh. Such a noob. It does have a bit of a dewy finish. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera. I have combination skin, oily, and dry. So I guess for the sake of longevity and the foundation's recommendation, I will set it lightly. So I'm just gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I will come back and then we'll talk, and then I will do a check-in kind of towards the end of the day. It is 9:30 right now. Okay guys, so I finished applying the rest of my makeup and it doesn't look horrific yet. But I'm not like super wowed by this. The coverage is subpar in my opinion. You can get a medium coverage. I only did 2 layers. It applies well with the beauty blender and the A foundation brush. My forehead looks probably the nicest. My pores don't look huge, but they're not like diminished or anything. I did set my face with a powder, and then I used a setting spray to kind of just bring some life back to my skin because otherwise it looks super dry. But yeah, so I finished my makeup and it is now 10:12. I think the first time I showed you guys it was 9:30 when I had finished. So I'm just gonna go about the rest of my day. I'm going to film another video and at the end of the day, towards the end of the day, I will give you guys an update. We'll zoom in, we'll look at how it looks, and yeah. So I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Okay, hey guys, so it is later and I'm tired. It's about to be 5. I don't know why it's about to be 5. I just finished spending over 4 hours shampooing the carpet downstairs and I'm tired. My hand is sore. And this arm is gonna be a little bit stronger tomorrow and sore. So how long has it been? It's been, when did I finish? I finished at 9:30. Math is not my best subject, so give me a second. Okay, so it's been almost 8 hours. Let's take a look. Okay, so I did wipe my nose because I had some spicy noodles. So that's gonna be red because I rubbed it off, probably. And it doesn't look bad, I don't think. I don't know why I wasn't very impressed or didn't really like this before. Because it looks pretty good. So it obviously it rubbed off around my nose. It doesn't look that good, but I could always retouch that if I needed to. I'm not going to because I'm not going anywhere. But honestly, it looks pretty good. I'm a little dewy. I'm not oily, you know. Not at all. I'm not oily at all. I'm just a little dewy. Yeah, it doesn't feel oily or heavy or, you know, nasty. It looks pretty good. I honestly don't remember why I didn't really like this back then, a few months ago. I think I might actually repurchase. It looks better, I think, after it's been on my face for a while. When I first put it on, I'm really not impressed. And then looking at it now, it looks better, I think, now than it did then, minus, you know, the rub off. So I might actually repurchase this in a different shade because this is too light and too pink. So, yeah, there's the check-in. I do like the price is good. The coverage is decent with 2 layers. And if I could find the right shade, then it's not too shabby.